Welcome back. Today's topic is basics of KYC. KYC means Know Your Customer. It is a process by which banks obtain information about the identity and know about details of the customers. This process helps to ensure that bank services are not misused. The KYC procedure is to be completed by the banks while opening accounts and also periodically update the same. The principal objectives of a KYC policy include: 1. Ensuring that only legitimate and bona fide customers are accepted. 2. Ensuring that customers are properly identified and that they understand the risks they may pose. 3. Verifying the identity of customers using reliable and independent documentation. 4. Monitoring customer accounts and transactions to prevent or detect illegal activities. 5. Implementing processes to effectively manage the risks posed by customers trying to misuse facilities. Going ahead, let us see the risks that are mitigated by performing KYC of banking customers. There are 5 types of risks that an effective KYC policy can help to mitigate. 1. Reputational risk. The reputation of a business is usually at the core of its success. The ability to attract good employees, customers, funding and business is dependent on reputation. Even if a business is otherwise doing all the right things, if customers are permitted to undertake illegal transactions through that business, its reputation could be irreparably damaged. A strong KYC policy helps to prevent a business from being used as a vehicle for illegal activities. 2. Operational risk. This is the risk of direct or indirect loss from faulty or failed internal processes, management and systems. In today's competitive environment, operational excellence is critical for competitive advantage. If a KYC policy is faulty or poorly implemented, then operational resources are wasted. There is an increased chance of being used by criminals for illegal purposes. Time and money is then spent on legal and investigative actions and the business will be viewed as operationally unsound. 3. Legal risk. If a business is used as a vehicle for illegal activity by customers, it faces the risk of fines, penalties and injunctions, even forced discontinuance of operations. Apart from regulatory risk, involvement in illegal activities could lead to third-party judgments and unenforceable contracts. In addition, professionals working within many financial and other professional sectors may also personally be subject to legal action or prosecution. Due to the nature of business, these risks can never entirely be eliminated. However, if a business does not have an effective KYC policy, it will be inviting legal risk. By strictly implementing and following a KYC policy, a business can mitigate legal risk to itself and its staff. 4. Financial risk. If a business does not adequately identify and verify customers, it may run the risk of unwittingly allowing a customer to pose as someone they are not. The consequences of this may be far-reaching. If a business does not know the true identity of its customers, it will also be difficult to retrieve any money that the customer owes. 5. Concentration risk. This type of risk occurs on the assets side of a business if there is too much exposure to one customer or a group of related customers. It also occurs on the liabilities side if the business holds large concentrations of funds from one customer or group, in which case it faces liquidity risk if these funds are suddenly withdrawn. By implementing an effective KYC policy, a business can identify the entire scope of the asset and liability risk faced in relation to each customer and group of customers. Further, banks should frame their KYC policies incorporating the following 4 key elements: 1. Customer acceptance policy. 2. Customer identification procedures. 3. Monitoring of transactions. 4. Risk management and 5. Record keeping. That's all for today. Thank you. Hope you all now have a fair idea about basics of KYC. Have a nice day ahead. Stay tuned.